Hi, my name is Alicia Redshaw and I own Scrapbook Fantasies in Gladstone, Queensland. This scrap-along video was originally recorded live at the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. If you would like to watch it live and see all of the live comments as discussed in the video, please go to the Scrapbook Fantasies Facebook page. Thank you and enjoy. Hello everybody, welcome to Friday Night Live. Just trying to find the video. Doesn't want to come up. I gotcha. Deary me. Let's do some sharing. Okay.
We've got Carol, Robin, Diane, Dixon, Rosemary Partridge. Hello everyone.
I'm just trying to get it to go over to me, being the person watching it. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Right. It's all correct. Rightio. So tonight we're using Uniquely Creative Wild and our DinoWorld collection. Obviously we all shop at the same, with the same watercolor artists, but you know, that's okay. Obviously we do shop at the same place, but that's okay. With Uniquely Creative putting out a pattern paper range, it kind of means I don't have to put out pattern paper, I just need to do my bits that I want to do to go with it. Rightio. I'll turn this screen over here to the sideway. So excited for tonight's page. Well, there you go. I'm going to try, I'm not using photos. I haven't dug through. I do have photos of the kids at the Queensland Museum in the dinosaur exhibit when I had 2 kids, not when I had 4. Obviously we haven't had time to go there since we had 4 children. If you don't know, we have 4 children, Quentin and I. Milton is 23, Naomi John is 20. She actually teaches mixed media classes in our Scrapbook Fantasies Creative Family Group on Fridays. Noah is 14 and a half today, and Amelia Ann is nearly 6 and a half. So, and she's going into grade 1.
The exciting news of the day is Milton and Naomi's new flat.
Milton and Naomi got a new flat. Got a flat a lot closer to the city. They're going to be in Wooloowin. So they did get approved for a flat today. We didn't have to apply for 28. We only had to apply for about 18 different flats. So it is a flat.
Excited. It's much closer.
It's much closer. Milton's really excited because he is not enjoying the commute. So I grabbed a wild 6x6 pad and the enamel dots. You all know I love enamel dots, and I've got a couple of products. We did restock. We do restock DinoWorld every single day, but we also sell out of it every single day. So I have a small Jurassic word. Now, when you see it in our online store, it actually tells you the size. It's like 2 1/4 inches by 5 3/4. Just a heads up, that's going to be in one of our February kits, that Jurassic word. I have a massive big Jurassic word. We are a Jurassic Park family. So it's like 11 3/4 by 2 3/4, that one. And I have a huge raw.
I love that raw.
And it is 11 1/4, and at its widest point, it's 2 3/4. I have a Dino Ferns, a Dino Words, and a Dino Stuff. I have made dinosaur packs, colour cut packs, but just so you know, I get hung up on the photos being really good of the products, of my projects. I really get hung up on it, and I'm trying to have like a really good photo station to take photos of projects and products at work. Everyone keeps dumping stuff on it, and Quentin is like, well, it's not really important, we'll do that later. But he did realise today that you can't release product without a picture. So
yes, Carol is looking forward to this because she just bought the papers and the bits and pieces. Yes.
There you go.
Bibs and bobs. See, I'm not the only person that says bibs and bobs.
So we have 2 different flare button packs that go with DinoWorld. So this is a T-Rex one. He's looking at you. That's a bit freaky. And then we've got this dinosaur, the world of dinosaurs, and then there's all the dinosaurs and the dinosaur baby eggs. And then we've got the pterodactyls, which has got a P in the front of it. So the dinosaur color cuts, they have the correct spelling of the names for each of the dinosaurs, which was a bit of a contentious thing because I've been told that I've spelled it wrong, but I haven't. And this says the world of dinosaurs, Jurassic period, and we've got dinosaurs looking through ferns. Okay.
So if you're on my online store and you can't find it later on, DinoWorld.
DinoWorld, no space. DinoWorld. DinoWorld. Okay, so yes, Quentin and I have had an interesting discussion today about the need to photograph product properly and to have that as an easy thing that I don't have to like completely set up and then completely pack up and completely set up and completely pack up. Who marked that down on the bottom right? Oh, I don't want to know. Okay, so in the 6x6 pack for Wild, we've got 32 single-sided pattern papers. So we've got the cover, it's the same quality as the inside pieces. They're not glued together, which is really good, because I hate that sticky. I don't like, hate's not a very nice word, it's a very harsh word. I don't like the sticky stuff on books and mini packs. Yeah, it's a glue. It's crap. Yeah. And this is clouds. Oh, this was some succulents. That's the one. Some clouds. And then this is like geometric dinosaurs. There's Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and pterodactyls, which aren't actually a dinosaur, just so you know. I learnt that. And then you've got some arrows, a nice spot.
So Michelle says she's bought this kit and she's got girls and she had no idea what to do with it. So she can't wait to see what you leave it.
I think these are rocks. Like a chevron-y pattern, words, omnivorous, langadon. Well, it's all science, dinosaur-y words. Another chevron pattern, a chevron timber, another chevron-y green pattern, another chevron-y yellow pattern. Oops, I was turning some over, and now I'm not turning them over. Let's wait till we get back to the start. And then this has got like some power shapes, and it says raw and wild. And I can't read the word in the yellow ones because I don't have good eyesight. And we've got some Stegosaurus and Triceratops.
There was put, so don't tell me I'm going to have to get the 6-inch pack.
Chevron-y.
That's the one
pattern.
she's using right there.
Oh, you'll be able to use your big ones. A mini fussy cut sheet. This is the same as the big fussy cut sheet, but way smaller. The colour cuts have got these guys on it. The footprints are in the stuffed one I've got. An aqua sparkle pattern. We're back to the start. So you get 2 of each paper, of 18 papers. No, 16 papers. So 2 of each?
I'm just reading what the words say.
2 each of 16 papers. There you go. I can do math. Rightio. So I've got a piece of craft from Kaiser. It's stuck to the back of it already. I've got a piece of Chasm linen cardstock. I don't know why. And I've got a piece of white dove. Yep. And, sorry, just need to wipe my hands. I've just got the cream from my nose. It's got up on my eyes. And it's rubbing where my glasses go. I just need to... What didn't do my cream this afternoon?
Thinking that instantly as soon as you started rubbing your face there.
We did, unfortunately. We lost another chicken today. We don't know what's going on, but it is those big chickens that we hand raised about 2.5 years ago.
I was talking to Dallas quickly, they killed a snake yesterday.
They killed a snake yesterday.
A little brown snake.
A little brown snake. So we could have had a little brown snake, you reckon?
Possibly could have
The
been.
chickens would have killed a little brown snake, 5 chickens.
Well, it's only got to bite one.
Yeah.
So that's our neighbour whose fence is like 3 foot
And
from the
I've got her sister, the last of the red hens. There were 2 ginger hens and 1 big red hen, and they were 3 sisters. And the other ginger one wants to come in the house.
Jason's going to send us some up. I don't know if it's legal to send chickens across the border.
It's chickens through the mail. I don't know.
Well, look into it, Jace.
The cat is talking to the chicken, telling the chicken, like she's talking to the chicken, telling the chicken to come in, like, and the chicken's like thinking she can come in the house, and they're not coming in the house.
No.
So I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's. Oh my gosh. Oh god, these are fish bones. Okay, that's interesting. I think I want to use this colour, and I think I want to use like a bit of this grey colour and this blue. I'm gonna make it sort of bright. I've got photos of Naomi and Milton at the Queensland Museum. I don't like the rock. It's not that I don't like the rocks. I'm just not going to use them.
Jason's got 197 chickens at the moment. Wow.
Yep. Well, we've got 4 now.
Yeah, we're only allowed to have 5.
I think the Pekin Bantam that died during COVID, I think she was old.
Yeah.
I think we got hoodwinked there when we bought her.
The other ones we raised from.
We
day
hand
olds.
raised the other ones, and they've never ever been good layers. They only laid for 3 or 4 months, or 6 months maybe.
Yeah.
They've never been good layers. They're just not been a good chicken. They should have been good layers, but they're just not a good chicken.
They're Rhode Island Reds, I mean.
Well, they're meant to be. I just think they're bred from the same stock too many times. Right, that's a lot of pattern.
Holy, that is a lot of pattern.
That's a lot of pattern. I don't want to do another squares one. Although I like doing squares. We all know I like squares. Okay. Let's... Oh, yes, Chicky.
I'll go get Noah to feed them and lock
Chicky hasn't died.
them.
So this is what's in the words pack.
Did you feed your chicken to
It
the
has
lock
got
up
repeats, like it's got prehistoric in 2 sizes, and it's got raw 2 ways, 3 ways.
Oh, this is the word pack. No, was
It's
that?
got dinosaurs, Jurassic. It's got a couple of T-Rex's eyes. The World of Dinosaurs, and it's got dinosaurs.
Been very popular, that pack.
Oh, Chicky.
Yep. Hear it all here. Do rock circle shapes, says Jacqueline.
Yeah, I could actually.
Jason's got. I'll be getting some of those when I'm here, when I'm there. Cool.
Yeah. You got a few nephews. Just a few.
She wants inside, says Marie. Nah, she's not at the back door. She's out the back. She's loud.
She's at the chickie.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't want to. Oh, sometimes she'll follow the others trying to. But they'll sit. You'll go to open the front door for a cat, and there'll be a cat and a couple of chickens sitting at the front door, and they'll sit down next to Missy or Maddie, and they'll just sit there and wait to come in the front door.
Oh, Missy.
Missy's in trouble. She's just been naughty. She's just been really, really naughty the last couple of days. She's just gonna get herself into more trouble than she's worth. Okay. I'm kind of building something here. I think I'm gonna build with what I've. Oh, look, I could do footprints.
They are cool, those footprints. They're in the Dino stuff.
Yeah. I don't think we were doing hashtags when the kids were at the museum, just so you know. Maybe that one.
Michelle Francis said that would look so cute.
What's that?
Doing the footprints.
Yeah, I don't know about the hashtags. Maybe. Let's put them up here for maybes. Oh, you didn't touch the chickens. You don't have to wash your hands.
Well, I had to pick up my other one.
Deborah thinks the eyes are
Eyes pretty cool, hey?
pretty tricky.
It was a bit freaky. And these are the ferns. Oh my god, these ferns.
Oh, the ferns. The ferns are very popular.
Let's do a bit of a... Remember, don't pick up the dinosaur eggs because they'll come after you.
Jurassic Park 101.
Jurassic Park 101, just so you know.
It's a bit like Jaws and you need a bigger boat.
Yep, Jaws 2 was on last night and no one would let Quentin watch Jaws 2.
I haven't actually seen Jaws 2.
Oh, we have so. Dearie me.
Deborah said you could use the ferns elsewhere, and I think that's it. A lot of people...
Oh, I think the ferns will go with anything. The ferns are just like a bit of an indulgence on my part. Okay.
It's hard to get good foliage.
Right. And then I think I'm going to fill the word with prints. Like, I think we're going to use like this one. I think we definitely need to use this one. Definitely like the green. Actually, I might use the green to matte a photo. Let's sit that there. I think we'll use this one. This one.
Jean Borg's joined us, and
This one.
his eyes letting us know her vertigo is back, but only mild.
ROARRR exclamation mark. Rightio. Let's sit all these bits on here and just sit it somewhere here. Okay. Zoop. So we're going to put those inside the words. And then we're going to build and we'll put a photo. Let's just move this. And if we put a dinosaurs raw, if we put a photograph here, but then what we could do is we could put like a grid of photos along here. So I've got lots of photos and they're mostly crap. Just so you know, they're terrible photos.
From our time at the museum.
Yep.
All I remember is that we had the one where you touched the bally thing and the lightning things went across.
Oh god. Okay. And I've had an enamel dot. So I opened the enamel dot so I actually remember to use the dang things because I like them. I really, really like enamel dots. Okay, let's move that over there and let's get a guillotine out. So, I'm thinking up here, they're all 4x6 photos. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut like a 4 1/4. Oh, it's a 6x6 paper pad. Actually, let's cut, don't type that. Let's cut a 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we've got enough room to fit it in. And then let's get an actual trimmer. And then I'm actually going to cut a...
So that was a green pattern paper just cut?
Yeah, the dark green pattern paper. I'm going to cut, and I know this is 8s, and I know you hate 8s, but I'm actually going to cut, and see if you like it first, what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a 3 7/8 by 5 7/8 piece of this grey, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it behind here, and then it's just the tiniest border. See how it just makes that pop? But what, I'm just hacker alert.
That's from the Chasm cards.
This is from the resin, Quentin. They're not mine. They belong with the resin.
Oh.
They're the resin scissors. Sorry, they're dumping stuff on my desk. Quentin, you moved my ink shelf. I would actually like the Rustic Wilderness ink pad from Tim Holtz, wherever it is. So I've hacked the middle out of that so I don't waste it. And if I had my photos to stick straight on here, without having to go and rummage for them, I would hack the middle out of this green piece. So I've got that. Now across here, I'm actually thinking
Was it just in with all your other oxide?
probably. I don't know if I own an oxide, I think I do. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna cut like a three and 1/8 by 11 and what do I want to cut? 3 1/8. Let's cut a piece that's 3 1/8 wide. 3 1/8. So we get that tiny border. But then what we want to be able to do is put photos on there that are all sort of the same size. So I'm thinking 3-inch wide photos. But then if I make them into like a strip, And let's go 11 and let's go on 8 past 11 and a half, which is 11 and 5/8. You know I can do that.
There's no plastic wool in there.
I don't know what it is then.
It's not up behind underneath your paper at the top.
No. I'm sure I own rustic wilderness. Did you look at all the piles, even these top ones?
Yeah, I looked in those two there. Only in the oxides. What do you want to look at the distress inks as well?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, Debbie hasn't been packing the camper van. They're heading off tomorrow morning.
Cool.
8 nights on the Great Ocean Road. Wow.
Okay. So let's open this. So when you open these, you actually get the inners and the outers. So you've kind of got two titles. So you could do a title that was just, you know, on another page, you could use the inner bits to make, you know, the inner letters. So we do take a lot of time and care to put them all in the packet. Trust me. Well, I don't, but someone else does. Okay, so let's put these bits over here, just in case I want to put the middles of the R's on and all that sort of stuff. Could you go and get Naomi for me, please? So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to and I'm making sure that the words are the right way up. So I'm going to stick the first one on, and I'm sticking it on so that I don't, you know, I don't have to trim around this side here.
Yes.
Can you get out of those ink pads, please, and look for the oxide ones and look for a dark green? Did I buy a rustic wilderness in the dark one, in the oxide, or another one?
A little more out. There's dark greens in there, but not rustic wilderness.
Okay, I put a bit much glue on, so the glue's seeping out. So I'm just scraping away, because when Dimensional Magic dries, it dries glossy. So if you wipe it away before it dries, you actually have a bit of chance of not having a glossy, crappy bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I need to let it dry before I trim it, but I'm just going to rough cut it so that there might not be finished with those. And then I'm going to skip a letter, and I'm going to come across here and do the A, like that. I hope everyone's doing okay and no one's lost any family, especially to COVID, especially overseas.
Tony's got lots to do. She's heading for 9 days away. She's got to work tomorrow, then on Sunday she goes to the Gold Coast for 9 days.
Oh wow.
And she's on the couch watching us, and then she's going to watch Jurassic Park next.
Lucky for some. Going away for 9 days. Woohoo. Yep. And then can you get me the black photo albums over there? The bigger ones, not the smaller ones. So I'm going to skip this R, and I'm going to go across here, which is going to be my spot. So this is why I lined all this up, so that I could. So we got kids and cats. I meant her to go, Quentin.
Yeah, no. Chickens made a strange noise out the back. So.
Oh, did they? Yeah. It's one of the bigger ones, please. I think I need photos. It's the one that's got the museum photos in it. might have pictures of the farm as well, and the zoo. Might have Australia Zoo in it as well.
Has Australia Zoo on this one?
Yep, and can you just see if it's got museum photos? And then we're going to skip one, which is this one, and we're going to go to this one. This is why I line them up so that I know. I don't always line them up. We all know that, and I get to the end and I get frustrated because I've got two matching next to each other and it looks crappy.
That's it, yes.
Yep, that's it. There should be dinosaur pictures in there. I'm hoping there are, otherwise I've got to take your siblings to the damn museum. Which we won't be going to Brisbane for a while. It's going to be a little while before we go to Brisbane.
I'll be going down soon enough to move.
Oh yes, the kids are going to move. They get the keys soon. Okay.
Well, Milton's looked at the furniture they've got and decided that, yes, he will need the truck to move because he's got all those cubic units. And
Yeah, they've got too much furniture not to have the truck. At least we own a truck. Like, I pay Redshaw on the dang thing. Oh, geez. All I did was the sciencey crap with Dad. They were with Dad this day when they did the museum. They did the museum without me. This is Australia Zoo. And Noah was meant to arrive a really long time after this. And he arrived pretty soon after. Like, yeah. Noah had other ideas.
yes,
Way other ideas.
way early that young.
Lucky they rang us while we were away. See, I was at a training thing. They rang us while we were away and said that our new car had arrived early in Bundaberg and we could pick it up on our way back through. And so we did, because otherwise the car wouldn't have been there before the kid that we needed the bigger car for. Yep. So there's no dinosaur photos in those ones. There are dinosaur photos in one of them. I just thought it was that holiday. I'll find them. I might cut something out to show you what the photos are going to look like. Well, like what I'm intending on doing with photos. To fit photos on here. Okay, so I'm cutting it out and I'm angling the scissors, as you can see, but I'm angling them and they're going just under the cardstock frame. I think I will stick the bits in the middle. I've got to edit that. I should have trimmed it a bit. Okay. So the photos are a bust, but I'll show you what I mean.
So we're going to have a look at other photos.
No, you'll never find them. I don't even think I might not have actually printed them yet. Had a bit of a photo non-printing drought. Haven't printed a lot of photos since 2010. Yeah.
We get a lot printed.
Sorry?
We do get a lot of photos printed.
We do now, but I just went through a stage where I wasn't printing photos. I was letting life drive me.
So yeah, when you buy the hollowed out raw or the outline raw, you also get the solid word letters as
Yeah,
well.
so you've got the solid letters as well in the pack. And you get the bit, I'm gonna stick the bit in the R's, the little centerpiece. I don't know what it's called. Donna, are you there?
The
Donna will
inners.
know. The inners. God. The hole in the middle of the letter.
I haven't seen Donna tonight. She's down with her friends still, the family still in Victoria,
Yeah.
I believe. So.
Donna and Peter are down in Victoria doing parent duty. Parent and grandparent duty, so which is what you do. Interesting thing is the weekend the kids move, Quentin may be away, so yeah, that's okay. I can move house. I can drive the truck. Both the adult kids can drive the truck. I think Noah's driven the truck, hasn't he?
I think they're talking next weekend.
Yep. Oh no, you're back then. Quentin's going away for 2 days for work.
7 days off and off I go.
Right. So, oh, I like that. So then what we're going to do is fill in the gaps with the other bits. So we're going to put our dinosaurs in this one. And applying the glue while it's not on, and I know this sounds really like, yeah, that's obvious, but the amount of times that I apply the glue while it's over the page, it's just a little bit ridiculous. And then we're going to put in this first R, we're going to put the blue letters. So let's add that. Now the blue's probably a colour we're going to have to add somewhere else in the page, otherwise it could look a bit silly.
There you go, Jacqueline has just gave us some valuable information on it and she just took it down. Jacqueline. Oh, she was telling us what the insides were called of the letters.
Oh.
And she's removed the post, so she must be correcting it.
Oh, probably a spelling mistake. Big Dino fan here.
No, wrong letters, she said. Okay.
Although we haven't succumbed to watching whatever the Jurassic Park cartoon thing is on Netflix.
There's a cartoon.
Yeah, there's a cartoon. Do we want this to go this way? Oh, I like up and down. You just know when you know, hey? Oh, I think there's I hear a kid whinging, Quentin.
I'm going.
She might have got in trouble. She had a fight with her sister yesterday about setting up some of her toys in Naomi's room because there wasn't enough room in her bedroom, and we all told her if she cleaned her bedroom up a bit, because Amelia's room is like the size of Noah's room and Naomi's room combined. That's why she's moving out of there into a smaller room. So, yes, we did tell her that if she cleaned up. Okay. So this is going to have, let's stick it together first. And then I'll write on it. Otherwise, the writing will be upside down. So I'm going to stick this mat flat to the grey mat.
I think we have one very tired little tot, not tot, very tired little 6.
Yep, because she wouldn't eat her. She just picked at her salmon and quinoa and steamed beetroot salad today. It was all things she eats. And then when she went out with Grandma, ate chips and nuggets from McDonald's and scoffed it down. Like, really? And she wasn't hungry for lunch.
So, Debbie Housen's just gone, and gosh, just had the biggest hailstorm here. Where's that at, Debbie? Yeah, Victoria somewhere.
Yeah.
And Sue Vanderlip's joined us. She was
So
running
this
late.
is like a 3.5 inch by 5.5 inch photo, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I'm just gonna go sort of there. I'm gonna put, and make sure you get T-Rex's eye right, and you have the eyebally bit up and down. So let's make some fake photos. Let's pretend this strip I've been mucking around with is photos. This is the other side that's kind of clean in a roundabout fashion.
So, in typography, a counter is the area of the letter that is entirely or partially enclosed by a letter. Wow.
Oh, there.
For a symbol, the counter space, the whole, the stroke that creates such a space is known as the bold. Okay? So, in a symbol it's called a boulder, and in a letter it's called a counter.
There you go. I'm going to stick them things back in. Okay, so I've cut this to 3 inches. Oh, crap-a-dack. This is meant to be 3 1/8. If one actually cuts this to 3 inches, would be helpful. Yeah.
So that photo is going to be.
So, this is 3 inches by 11.5, but how I would construct this is, I would get my photos and I'd cut them to just over 3 inches wide. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd cut them to just over 3 inches high, and then what I would do is I would stick them all together on the back. I'd trim them down, and then I'd stick them together, and then I would trim them up to 3 inches by 11.5 inches as one solid group.
So can I call that a photo strip?
Photo strip. So this would be a photo strip, and it would be, so it's like group of photos
3 by
stuck together to be 3 inches by 11.5 inches. So it's 3 inches that way by 11.5 that way, obviously. So they would go like that. Do you know what I mean? These instructions are really good. It helps me when I go to put a page together. Really helps me a lot.
Actually, that white pencil works really good on the dark papers too.
Yeah, well, that's why we went and got it. It's not actually white, it's grey, green, light. Vert, gris, pale. I think that's German. Maybe. I think it is actually. This one's made in Mexico. It's not a Mexican brand.
The video was just interrupted for a second. You want to check the phone?
Hey. Nothing wrong with my phone.
Okay.
Just a crap internet.
Last time I did that, it was going to go flat.
No, I started on 100% today. I took responsibility for the battery of my own phone. And I kept checking that I wasn't bumped off the charger by a particular teenager. Okay, so I'm cutting around these on the angle again. And you know, the back looks a bit dog's dinnerish. But no one's going to see the back. She'll be right. Okay. So if you buy our weekly kits, remember Monday is the release of week 5, which does actually match this. And also on Monday release Because Monday we released the first week in February, we released the whole of February as a package as well. Not the February kits all individually. We only stay 2 weeks ahead with the individual kits. But you can on the release of the first week of a month, you can get the whole. And so it works out halfway through the month before you can buy the whole month of kits. That makes sense. And they're only $15. We do have a kit possibly coming up in a couple of months' time that may be $20. But it'll definitely be worth it, but it may be $20.
March there'll be 5 kits, so it will be...
There will be 5 kits in March, so it won't be $60, it'll be $75 if you buy the 4 kits in March.
5 kits.
The 5 kits in March, sorry. I'm just saying that. Let's do a bit of an audition again. Dinosaurs Roar. No, let's go up. Not too high. Kookaburras are having a good old laugh at somebody. Somebody has provided them with a particular amount of sport this afternoon.
At least they're not magpies.
Right. And then we're going to do another nest down here because you don't just see one dinosaur's nest, you see a couple.
Which flare button have you used there on the nest?
Looking through the thing, but it's not the one I'm going to use. I actually want to use... that one either.
Oh, I was just trying to put up on these quick, that'll wait too far. I've lost stuff in my pile of crud. No. I'll find out.
I've got more flare buttons somewhere. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere. Okay, what do we think of that?
Mary Green said it's a stunning page.
But it needs a little bit of the blue. It just needs a little tiny bit of some of these colours. I think.
I already said this is a good way to use the large titles for a layout. I am loving it.
We're definitely using those.
Sandy McLaughlin says it was great.
Okay, so I feel we need to use a little bit of this colory stuff somewhere.
Very cool.
It's bugging me where I've put the rest of that pack of flare buttons. I've lost the flare button.
Is that it underneath the side of your map there?
No,
Oh, but
that'll be right.
it'll show up when I do.
Oh, that'll do. That's better. Yeah, I'll find it when I pack everything up and put it in the bag. So I put it all in a clip seal bag and then I store it in a basket. So if I want to come back and do something again. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut some like 3/4 inch strips. And I want to actually, I don't want to make them flaggies, I want to make them arrowies. So I'm just gonna like that kind of thing. Oops. If I do it this way, I'm going to save paper. Okay, so those two were 3/4 inch wide, and this one's going to be,
So you made them into arrows.
This one's going to be 1 inch wide, but I'm going to go down, like down, so that I can then put it, that's a bit crooked.
What would you call that pattern?
It says raw and wow, or raw and wild on it. And then a spot I'm going to do like 1 inch wide. So if you're looking for somewhere to share what you make when you follow along with one of these classes or when you do it afterwards, we have a group called the Scrapbook Fantasies Creative Family, and in that group, I'm going to cut this one 3/4 inch wide. In that group you can share what you do, there's an album for each week. So psychotic as it is, this is week 2 of 2021. Yep, it's week 2 already. I'm not going to say it'll be week 10 before we know it, because we just don't want to know that. And then let's cut a 1 inch one of the Stegosauruses and Triceratopsuses. Thing, and then we've got this one. I don't think we need it. Let's get rid of that now that we've made lots of confetti, but I don't throw the confetti out. Like,
So do you
I
want
keep
to
all
cut
these strips.
the dinosaur paper or not?
Sorry?
You're not using the 1 inch strip of dinosaur paper?
Yeah, it's down here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Amazing stories. Okay. Got this foam tape with a red back I'm trying to use up. There's nothing wrong with it, I just don't like the red back. Just a little harder to get off. We ordered 1mm high foam tape, and they actually changed the product and moved the product code with said product, so we have ended up with an awful lot of this product, but the price point is good. And it's very strong. It is strong. Being red back stuff, it is strong.
Jacqueline's saying, can you tell that she's feeling a little bit better? She's only got a cough.
That's awesome. Very happy that you're feeling better. Much better to know that you're on the mend.
And Deborah said a dark wood piece may go great with the dinosaur range.
Wood. A dark wood piece would look really good. Do you know what'll look really good is our next collection, that orange timber that's in our next collection. I'm trying to find my phone tape. That orange timber paper that we showed in Wednesday night's class in our next collection, which is Robot Antics. Oh my gosh, I think that would look really cool.
Or are you saying that she always has trouble getting the red tape off the back of her
Oh,
phone?
that drives me nuts though. Okay, so my eggs are going to be on foam down here. But the ferns I'm going to make flat. And I'm going to put this flat. But before I sort of stick this together, I'm actually going to cut the middle out of this. Hacker alert, Leslie. Just cutting the middle out. So that I don't waste it. And keep the weight down in my albums.
Deb's saying orange and any colour that packs punch would go great.
Yeah, well, the green pattern paper, the back of the Builderbot paper.
Oh yes.
On paper 2.
Yes.
I'm just going to put a tiny bit of tape in the corners of this and just a little bit along here, just a little tiny bit, because I'm actually pulling this off. I've started organising all the pages I've done in the last year without photos in some of the classes to try and take photos. Some of them I've actually specifically taken photos for, some of them I've just gone through and printed photos from eons ago, tracked down some negatives for some of them. So I'm going to put some tape on the back of the grey, ready to go on the page. So right at this point in time, what I'm doing is I'm actually going around and I'm looking at what needs to be stuck where and how I'm going to stick it. So if it's flat, it gets tape. It's going to go on foam. It'll get foam like T-Rex is on tape. This is flat. I'm only put 2 bits on. This is going to be flat.
And Deb said, see, now I have to wait until I get the robots.
Yeah, yeah. It's coming up for pre-order soon. It
Yeah,
should be up for pre-order now, but what are you whinging about?
Nothing.
Come on, you tell Mum. What's the matter? What did they do to you?
I'm getting in trouble.
Did you get in trouble?
All day she was in trouble.
All day? Is that what you're whinging about? What'd you get in trouble for? Not eating your lunch? What are you having for lunch tomorrow?
Salad.
You're not having chicken nuggets for lunch tomorrow, are you?
Yes.
Well, you had chicken nuggets for lunch today.
No, she had a burger.
You had a burger.
Yeah.
Oh, that still means you're not getting chicken nuggets for lunch tomorrow.
With some fries.
No, well, you had fries already for the week, haven't you? Geez, you don't get treat lunch 2 days in a row. We eat salad. Although you did eat all your sushi on Thursday, didn't you?
Yeah. And it was yummy, scrummy.
Right, are you ready to say night to everybody?
Yeah. And here's my show and tell.
Oh, and we've got show and tell. We've got the whingers and show and tell.
So today,
You got to talk up?
when did you see me make this book again?
You showed them this one last Friday night.
Yeah, they've already seen this book.
They've already seen this one. We should have.
No, it's different.
No, we've already done the curly font one.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Is
This
the one with
week
Belle
you
so
gave
far?
away this week's book.
You did a book about Joel.
So we have a young man. Oh, actually, what is he? He's 36. It's not a young man anyway. Joel comes in and into the store twice a week and does craft one day and he scrapbooks the other day with a support worker. And Joel has cerebral palsy, quite profound cerebral palsy, doesn't he? He was born with it. So she made Joel a book about her and Joel skipping and reading and crafting together. Hey, but Joel doesn't skip, just so you'll know. And you drew Joel in his wheelchair, didn't you?
Joel's favourite colour is yellow.
Is yellow, and
Like
so is Amelia's. And you gave him that book, didn't you? You made him a special book about him and you, because he's your friend. So all the kids have grown up seeing Joel on a regular basis, so he's a very special part of our lives, isn't he? It's Joel. So yes, this is the one. Remember you showed them this one with the curly font?
No, one of the ladies haven't seen it on the lines before.
Okay, well you read them the book.
See, this book is called My Book Princess. So that one says Snow White all gone to pick apples that are red. Tangled was looking at a flower. Aurora was looking at the flower. Ariel was going to the castle. Belle was looking at a flower. Cinderella was looking.
Stop focusing.
It is, it's just your camera.
Just your camera.
Is it just my computer?
Looking at a flower. Cinderella was looking at a flower.
Mine's way behind my video.
Yep, so that's mine.
Oh, mine's even further behind than yours.
Pocahontas
Pocahontas.
was looking at two big flowers
Two big flowers was Pocahontas looking at.
and two little flowers.
Oh, 2 times 2 flowers. Okay. Okay.
So, Michelle said beautiful hearts. Deb said a wonderful, not enough people like Amelia in
Ariel
the world.
was looking at a flower.
This is her own font, by the way, people, that she's designed. It's pretty cool.
Marin was looking at 2 flowers, and that's Princess chapter. I couldn't write chapter.
How many chapters has this book got?
Oh.
Only one.
Excellent.
Aruna was looking at 1 flower.
Crystal.
Christoph was looking at 6 flowers.
Yes, a lot.
Moana was looking at 3 flowers.
Who was it? Who's this?
Elsa. Elsa was looking at 1 flower.
I think we've got every princess here.
Have we got any more?
Yes, Dad.
She could get a commission. Yeah,
for the
Deborah.
for the font.
Tiana was looking at 1 flower. Merida was looking at 1 flower.
Jacqueline said, I love the Disney princess too.
Jasmine was looking at 2 flowers. So some of the letters might you not see in this one, but I did them all, but some of the letters are at the back.
Yeah. Who's that?
Honey Marin was looking at 1 flower. The end.
We do have to talk about books going a certain way.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Very good, isn't it? She's done very well.
All the ladies are astonished by it. Mm-hmm.
We've made quite a few books.
A new
What
title word.
actually?
Yummy scrummy.
Yummy scrummy. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, Missy.
Oh, Missy.
Good night. Hello, goodbye.
Maybe it's them green eyes yours that make you windy.
Yeah, it is.
Blame Omi. Omi's got green eyes too, hey?
So I guess she says you'll be able to play it back on her 21st.
Yeah. I have to record. I have to save it,
No, not sweetheart.
especially for it. I should try and save it on a memory disk and memory stick and put it in a scrapbook page.
See, there you go, Marie. Marie said, I didn't know there were so many princesses.
Oh, Marie, and that's not all of them. Just so you know. Holy dooly. Way too many princesses.
We don't have trains, though.
Yeah, we have trains.
Not books yet.
Train books.
Oh, from Amelia.
No, not from Amelia, but we have lots of train books, I can tell you that. Okay, so I'm gonna start just sticking down the bottom here.
And she hasn't even started grade 1 yet. Marie said, I only had boys and I get to learn about trains.
Yep.
Yep.
So okay. I already had to do that with the boys.
Oh, Sandy's got to go. All right, Sandy.
Just gonna... Is that Sandy Mac?
Yeah.
Sandy Mac's husband's a train driver.
Helen said she is a very talented young lady.
She definitely is.
I hope your hubby's feeling better, Helen.
Oh, yes, Helen. Okay, so this is ending up... I'm making it even on both ends. Or trying to. I'm eyeballing it evenish. This ends up being like about just fractionally over 1.5 inches up from the bottom. This photo. Actually, I'm going to make it, just bring it down so it is 1.5 inches up from the bottom. There we go. It's just under 1.5 inches now, up from the bottom. Rightio. So then this raw is going to go flat. So let's get something a little wider.
Helen said, thank you, he's coming along well.
I hope so. I have new wire on my bottom teeth, behind my bottom teeth. Got that done yesterday. Got the old one, which snapped, the end snapped off it the day before I had my nose done, nose operation, and so let's come up just a little bit. I had the wire, old one taken out, all the glue taken off in the morning, and in the afternoon, and then they took a mold, took an impression, and then in the afternoon I got a new wire. Okay, let's trim a little off this. Let's put this one here. So I want to have these sort of here, but I don't want to... But what I don't want to do is, I don't want to have it that it completely covers the photo. It's got to be something that I can work with when I go to stick the photos on the page. And the eggs have got to sort of sit up like that. So this photo here is going to be, this part of the photo here is going to be a little bit inconsequential. That's a big word for me on a Friday night.
Very big word. When are you going to ink on this?
Oh crap, I forgot to ink it. So I got them to get me out the rustic wilderness ink
I don't know
pad.
where she found that. I looked for it.
So I was going to flick some ink on the background. That's not going to happen now, hey? No. I was thinking about flicking a little bit of this rustic wilderness on the background because it would show up on the craft. So the normal distress ink won't, but the oxide will. Oh well, you get that. Sounds like the kids are watching Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Sounds like their studio audience.
Last season of Big Bang Theory?
Quentin, it was a couple of years ago. Like it was 2019.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah, just so you know, Quentin. So I'm actually sticking these on while it's off the page. But you do have to have your page nearby when you do this, because we've all seen me do this and end up with it being too big for the page.
You're watching 8 out of 10 cats watching Hunt.
Oh, yeah, they like the puzzles on that.
The math ones.
Okay, so let's put our... I know I've got my page sorted. Oh, this is pretty tape.
Marie said still looks good without the ink.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, sometimes I just get too messy when I do ink. And then I get smudges on things.
See, Deb said it's okay for me because 2020 doesn't count anyway.
20 digits.
So I'm all up to date with me. Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. I don't think 2020 counted for anything.
I hope 2021 goes a little bit better than 2020, but
Although a lot of people thought 2021, turning over to 2021, was going to be a magic bullet. So I'm just making sure that his eye, the centre of his eye, is sort of parallel to the edge of the page. But no. It hasn't been a magic fix a bullet, but it has provided, yeah, we've made some significant leaps and bounds in technology already this year, and life has changed. Highlighted very much how lucky we are to be in Australia. And you know, if you are somewhere else in the world, please know that we Australians are thinking of you, and we do care what happens to you. Like, we really do care, and we really are thinking of people in other countries, especially in the US. One person every 20 seconds is just devastating. Just absolutely devastating.
tough things.
And the UK is hard. We've got friends in Ireland, and it's been a very difficult time for them. They're like us. They've got kids across like 3 generations. Like their kids span from like 18 down. Like, I think their oldest child was 18 when their youngest one was born. So they're a year. We were 17 when our youngest was born, and we've got 5. They've got 4. Well, they've got 6 now. She makes 6.
She makes 6.
I think she makes 6.
But over in Ireland, you get free universities.
Free university for residents.
So I couldn't blame them for moving back.
Okay, so I'm just going to trim this off. And I've stuck this T-Rex eye deliberately off the edge because it just gives a page a real strength and makes it a bit broader. A little bit of flicking behind here would have been nice, but that's pretty cool. It makes sense. Okay, so let's put a bit of yellow here. A yellow one there. And yes, I am gonna take this white piece up and replace it with a photo, but this is just gonna be a bit of a inconsequential part of the photo. And then let's put
Gucci's put Brazil is running out of oxygen.
oh, that's no good. Pretty
Dixon said it's an awesome page, love it.
pretty devastating in South Africa. Brazil's got a different strain maybe. There's talk that in the UK they're not gonna let people in from Brazil because, and vice versa between Brazil.
Yes.
I think it needs a bit of this brown colour because of the footprints. And then let's tuck a little bit of, I'm just trying to bring the colours across. Tuck a little one under there. One under there. And I'm sort of putting my little enamel dots in threes and sort of mixing the colours around.
Carol Schultz said fantastic page. Deb Henderson said can't wait to start playing with my bits and pieces. Love the inspiration.
What do we think? I think this one needs to change. I think it needs to be blue. Okay. What do you think? So I've got room for a big photo and then lots of little photos. And you know, when I build some of these, I'll build it with lots of lots of photos where I just cut the bejesus out of them and cut them right down. But you know, I won't throw out this piece. And these bits are handy because I can use those to make like a patchworky page. And even this bit can make a little journaling block. Oh, you know what?
Marie said I do love those enamel dots. Beautiful layout. Love, love, love it. Alan McCoy said awesome.
Just trying to form a tape.
So I just clicked on the national thing in Bateman's Bay, which I just checked down. It's right in Victoria, New South Wales. So New South Wales has got severe warnings for hail out.
Oh no. So I'm going to put this here. And then put...
Jacqueline Gibbons said it's still dynamite. Ha ha ha.
Dynamite. Awesome.
Carol said thank you and good night.
What do you think about that? I'm going to use that to write my date on. Probably in my pencil. Because when I write on this with pencil, look. You know, I could write, you know, the 20th of the 12th, 2020, the date. There you go. But that's not the date on purpose. They were way before 2020.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
dooly. So there you go. It's a lot. It's a lot in there for me. There's a lot going on. It's not a lot of paper. Oh, there's a bit of paper in there, but by the time that's photos and you get rid of this, so if you cover this whitiness up and say that's photos and that's a photo, I think it's gonna look really awesome. So there you go. If you, it tried to rain. Oh, it's been trying to rain here for ages, weeks. If you want to see the sneak peeks, like the proofs of our next actual paper collection, our February paper collection, They are on Wednesday night's video in the Creative Family group. If you're not a member of the group, you do have to answer a couple of questions. Where'd you hear about it? Who do you know? And what do you do? And are you willing to be nice? If you don't answer the questions, I'm kind of not going to let you in because I don't have time to message everybody all the time. And I do just save up the people I've got to message, and then all of a sudden I'll just message a big heap of people. But you do have to answer the questions, just so we know you're not a robot or a scammer. We've actually had some scammers try to get in the group, but
many scammers try and get in.
yeah, but we're pretty cautious because people share their pages in there. But there is on Wednesday night a little bit of a lesson on how, on Monday night's lesson this week, we did show how to black out people's faces in photos when you photograph your projects. So we do put a little bit of techie stuff in there occasionally. And if you want to learn something, like how to download something, or how to like something, or how to do something involving your creating that's technical, we can definitely put that in a video. We've done all sorts of things like screenshots while you're watching a video on an iPad. Yeah, so there you go. Thank you very much for coming along. And oh look, there's a bit of an egg I've got to keep. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't we just love dinosaurs? Dinosaurs are cool. One of the cool parts of having boys, and girls. My girls like dinosaurs too, or my big girl does.
Guy Gucci said Craft Alive come up on my Facebook today. New name, Great Australian Craft Show in 3 weeks.
Oh yes. They've got a international Great Australian Craft Show in 3 weeks. We're not actually doing it because Quentin's away, and yeah, I've got way too much going on. That's the first weekend in February, I think. I've got Robot Antics product release that weekend. Woohoo! I'm gonna be busy creating. So thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's cool. Thank you. Love you all. Stay safe. Take care. And I will see you on Monday night in the Creative Family group